Hello friends, hope you all are doing good. Moving forward with the career analysis of the celebrities, today I am going to present the career analysis of Yoga Guru Baba Ramdev. This analysis will be according to the methodology that I have used for Mark Zuckerberg in my earlier video. You can watch the same in YouTube and Facebook to have an idea. Baba Ramdev's date of birth is 25th December 1965 at Mahendragarh, Haryana, India. Before I start, I am giving a brief introduction of Baba Ramdev for my international audience. Baba Ramdev is a yoga teacher known for his contributions in Ayurveda medicines, yoga, politics and anti-corruption campaign. He is best known for popularizing yoga among Indians through his mass yoga camps. He founded the Patanjali group of institutions and the Divya Yog Mandir Trust. In 2003, Astha TV began featuring him in its morning yoga slot. There he proved to be telegenic and gained a large following. He brought a revolution in the lifestyle of people to stay healthy by imbibing the practice of yoga in daily life and curing ailments with the help of Ayurveda. For more details, you can check about his achievements in Wikipedia. Now let's analyze the horoscope of Baba Ramdev from career point of view using the concepts of Vedic Astrology. Now coming to his D1 chart, we see that he is a Cancer ascendant with ascendant Lord Moon in 7th house, which is the business house. The ascendant nakshatra is Aslesha, Pada 1. Now first we start analyzing the sign Cancer. The Cancer rising people are usually linked to medical, politics or media. This is because their second house is Leo, ruled by planet Sun. Now the second house also represents the source of income. Sun is linked to medical line and politics, whereas the sign Leo is linked to media. So we very well know that Baba Ramdev has become famous for his yoga exercises and researching in herbal medicines for the cure of diseases through Ayurveda. A great contributor to his name and fame is the Astha TV channel and media, from where the people of India first came to know about him and started to follow his path of yoga and spirituality. So the second house sign of Leo and its Lord Sun to some extent has given the directions of his earnings. After this, we have to check the nakshatra of Sun, which is Mula, ruled by planet Ketu in Pada 4. Now we notice in D1 chart that Ketu is placed in 5th house along with Mercury. 5th house is the house of previous life karmas and Ketu shows moksha and spirituality. This nakshatra of Mula is occurring in sign ruled by Jupiter, and Ketu, a planet of detachment and moksha, together shows that there is a heavy duty of spiritual lessons that the native brings from past life to attain the fruits of those lessons in this life. Mercury itself shows communication and speaking, ruling the 3rd house of media and 12th house of spirituality for Cancer ascendant people, indicating the source of income related to communicating with people on media with respect to spiritual stuffs. Also, the Cancer ascendant people are very much protective about their home and homeland people. Baba Ramdev is a very patriotic person and has dedicated himself for the development of India. Now, how to judge a patriotic and nation-loving person from a chart? It can be judged when the 4th house or its lord is linked with the ascendant or the ascendant lord. Since 4th house is homeland and ascendant is self, so there is a great love for one's homeland or one's nation. So, in the D1 chart of Baba Ramdev, we can see that the 4th lord Venus is conjunct with ascendant lord Moon and aspecting the ascendant as well. So there will be a great love for his home and homeland people, indicating his patriotism. Now let's analyze the ascendant nakshatra, which is Aslesha Pada 1. This nakshatra occurs in the sign of Cancer, which is a caring and nurturing sign. They build huge wealth by utilizing people in the process of their progress and opening up charities around. They make good businessmen in medicine and pharmaceutical lines. This quality of Aslesha nakshatra Pada 1 is reflected in Baba Ramdev's personality. Now his ascendant Lord Moon is in 7th house, which is the house of business, legal partnership, making deals, agreements and connecting with masses. So he is inclined towards connecting with people. Since Moon also represents mind, so his mind is inclined towards making agreements and business deals. Moreover, Moon is in the sign of Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. Moon in Capricorn indicates that the mind is structured, organized and business oriented. The native has the ability to serve people due to the influence of Saturn. They have a high sense of duty and responsibility. They are workaholic. Now moving forward, we find that the moon is in the nakshatra Shravana Padavan, which again indicates that the mind is organized, disciplined and listening to problems of other people. The Shravana Nakshatra Padavan people are inclined towards public service and doing duty for the welfare of unprivileged people and masses. They are very patriotic and always eager to deliver their duty and services for the welfare of mankind. So all these qualities can be seen in Baba Ramdev. Now another way to find the source of money flow is to analyze the planet ruling at the time of birth. According to the sunrise and sunset on 25th December 1965, the planet ruling at the time of birth is Moon. So the profession related to Moon can bring in money. Moon signifies profession related to herbal products, agriculture, farming, medical line. Baba Ramdev's organization is also involved in organic farming. Hence this also justifies his occupation. Now for profession, the 10th house and its lord in D1 chart is very important. In his chart, we can find that the 10th lord Mars is exalted in 7th house of business along with ascendant lord Moon. Exalted Mars in Kendra gives rise to one of the Panch Mahapurush Yoga, that is Ruchak Yoga, which very much supports his profession as business and also success in business. Ruchak Yoga also makes one leader of men and nation lover. Now, the 10th house lord Mars is conjunct with 11th and 4th house lord Venus. This shows gains through business using the social circle, reaping money from business by providing service to society, especially homeland people. Venus indicates business of entertainment or yoga and recognition in the society and fame from business ideas. We also see that the 7th house lord Saturn is well placed in 8th house. The 8th house, which is second from 7th house, denotes the status of 7th house in terms of success or failure related to 7th house matters. Since Saturn is in its Moon Trikon sign in Aquarius in 8th house, shows that his entrepreneurial venture will be successful. Hence again his chart supports business. Now the question may arise, why he is in the field of yoga and physical exercise? If we think logically, there is a similarity between yoga and athletics because both involves physical labor and energy provided by Mars, third house of strength, Mercury for intellect, Rahu for winning attitude. So in his D1 chart, we can see that Mars is exalted in Kendra following a Raj Yoga. Now Mercury is strong, being in trine in the chart, and also the depositor of Mercury, that is Mars, which is exalted in Kendra, is giving strength to Mercury as well. Coming to Rahu, Rahu is very well placed in 11th house and exalted. Hence Rahu is in a Raj Yoga giving position. Rahu is your obsession, desires, winning attitude, placed in the house of gains, that is 11th house, which shows tremendous amount of wealth. Rahu aspects the 7th house of business. Rahu in 11th house, which is the house of social circle, also gives monetary gains through followers and money through donations. Now to be a yoga teacher, a person has to be physically fit. So in his chart, we can see that Sun is in good dignity in 6th house, which indicates that the person will conquer diseases. This is because Sun, being a malefic planet in Upacha house, grows with time and becomes better with time. Sun spreads its light over the 6th house of enemies and diseases and conquers them. Moreover, there is a Biprit Raj Yoga wherein Jupiter, the 6th house lord, is placed in 12th house. Also, the ascendant, which represents the physical body, becomes strong because of the aspect of its own lord Moon upon it. Exalted Mars also gives a healthy and energetic physique. Now let's see the factors contributing towards getting name and fame from television. First of all, Venus influencing Lagna. Second factor is affliction to Venus being associated with a malefic planet. Here it is Mars. Third factor is the combination of Venus and Moon. Fourth factor is Mercury and Moon influencing 10th house lord. Here the 10th house lord Mars is sitting with Moon and Mars is the depositor of Mercury as well. Fifth factor is Amatya Karaka planet having link with Jupiter or Mercury. Here in his chart, Amatya Karaka is Mercury. So these conditions gave him popularity through television. Now considering career through Jaimini astrology, we find Rahu is Atma Karaka in his chart. So a heightened spirituality and emotions are marked features of his personality. Rahu as Atma Karaka supports the life of a monk or spiritualist. Hence, this indicates his association with yoga and spirituality. The Amatya Karaka indicates profession in a birth chart, and here it is Mercury, which supports business and communication related profession. Now coming to yogas related to the 7th house. In his chart, The Moon and Mars conjunction in the 7th house indicates Chandra Mangal Yoga, which is a highly auspicious yoga for wealth and leadership. This conjunction is good for any kind of business related to chemicals and pharmacy because Moon and Mars both represent medical line. This conjunction gives a person a very strong will and a mind that has the ability to go through hardships to attain their goals. After this, Moon and Venus conjunction in 7th house gives the native the willingness to work hard. Since the Moon and Venus are both karakas of 4th house, which is about comfort, peace of mind, convenience, this conjunction can bring about Dhani Yoga or Wealth Yoga in the chart. So all these combinations in D1 chart very well justifies his association with yoga, media, business, followers, medicinal and pharmaceutical field, and tremendous wealth through business. Now coming to D10 chart, if we place the 10th Lord Mars of D1 chart in D10 chart, we find that Mars is very strongly placed in its own sign Scorpio in 4th house of Moksha. Mars has the blessing of God since it is the 10th Lord in D1 chart. So Mars here aspects the 7th house of business. This indicates that the blessing of God or Narayana is with the business house. Also, the 10th house Lord of D1 placed in 4th house of D10 supports the native to establish an institution. We all know Baba Ramdev has established his own institution of yoga and Ayurveda, that is Patanjali. Moreover, Saturn is the 7th house Lord sitting in the ascendant aspecting its own 7th house, thereby making the business house again strong. Jupiter also aspects the 7th house from 11th house, rendering the business house more stronger. We also have to check the condition of 8th house to confirm success in business. Here we find that the ascendant Lord of D10, that is Sun, is placed in 8th house with exalted Venus, giving much strength to the 8th house. Hence, the native is destined to do business or open his own enterprise. In D10 chart, I want to throw some light on an interesting observation. Herein, the Lagna Lord Sun is sitting in 8th house with 3rd and 10th Lord Venus. 3rd house also denotes the house of Guru Upadesha. Since it is 7th from 9th house of Guru, so 3rd house linkage with 10th house of profession and ascendant shows his involvement in spirituality, especially with Ketu, the planet of spirituality placed in 3rd house. Moreover, in D10 chart, the 8th house denotes the loans and finances to be taken for business. Here, the association of Sun shows that he will be helped by government for setting up his business enterprise. But also, he will be put into controversies by the government since Sun is in the 8th house, which is a Dusthana house. We all know that an allegation of corruption and tax evasion was made against him during UPA government tenure. Also, Saturn in the ascendant in D10 chart shows his inclination towards serving the society at large. Now let's check from Jaimini astrology point of view. Mercury is the Amatya Karaka placed in 6th house in the sign of Capricorn. The Amatya Karaka gives the natural capacity to control the quality of the planet and the house in which it is placed. So Mercury as Amatya Karaka shows a good businessman and good communication skills. Having placed in the sign of Capricorn also gives a great organizing capacity and hardworking as Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Now 6th house in D10 signifies staffs. So Amatya Karaka Mercury in 6th house means that he is also very much capable in managing staffs. Now the flow of money will be indicated by Dharakaraka, which is Jupiter here. Jupiter signifies Guru, a teacher, Dharma, also dealing with biomedical Jivas area. Here Jupiter is placed in the sign of Gemini of communication in the 11th house of gains and profit. Therefore, it is indicated that the flow of money will be through teaching, communicating, dealing with Jivas. So friends, this is my small attempt to analyze the career of Baba Ramdev to a certain extent from Vedic astrology point of view. Hope this video gives you an insight how this divine science of Vedic astrology can guide the career path shown by the planets in an horoscope. Going against the planets will only lead to frustrations and failures. So guys, stay tuned for more case studies on my Facebook page AstroPal PR and subscribe my YouTube channel AstroPal PR Studio. Thanks, bye bye.